right, everybody, welcome to the next game in the Washington Nationals replay. And today we are from the left coast, out in sunny San Diego, as the Nationals start a 4-game series with the San Diego Padres. Of course, for video purposes, this will be the only game on a video. The other 3 I will play offline. And then when the when Washington finishes this 4-game set, they go back to Chicago to take on the White Sox in another interleague game or a series. So when we get to that series, I'll update what happened in the final 3 games of the San Diego series. This is game 62. As we look at the standings, Washington, New York, and Atlanta are all in an exact tie for first place, 34 and 27. Philadelphia's 5.5 back. Miami is 12 back. San Diego comes this game 28 and 34. All right, now, since this is on the left coast, other games have already been played on the East Coast. So the Mets have already beaten the Giants in the June 6th game. Atlanta has lost to Pittsburgh. So Atlanta will drop. New York will move up. If Washington wins, they'll join the Mets in first place. If they lose, they'll join Atlanta in second place. Let's look at the starting pitchers for today's game. Joey Lucasi for the Padres and Patrick Corbin for the Nationals. And as I like to do on every new series, let's look at the bench and bullpens to see who San Diego has available, because the Washington's lineup roster has not changed. For Padres, they have 4 left-handed hitters on the bench, and that's it. They have no right-handers. All their right-handers are in the game. So on the bench, they have Josh Naylor, Greg Garcia, Eric Hosmer, and the backup catcher, Austin Allen. Those are the 4 lefties they have on their bench. In the bullpen, they have 1 left-hander in the bullpen. Everybody else is right-handed. Robbie Erlin is the 1 lefty. And then a plethora of right-handers. They have Matt Whistler, Trey Wingenter, Greg Stammen, Adam Warren, Cal Quantrill, and their part-time player Miguel Diaz that I printed off the PDF, and then Kirby Yates, their closer. So that's who they have available for them on the bench. Let's look at the starting lineups. First for the Nationals, it'll be Trey Turner, Victor Robles, Anthony Rendon, Soto, Kendrick, Dozier, Gomes, Taylor, and Corbin. And on the bench for the Nationals, they will have, on their bench, they have Parra, Adams, and Eaton from the left side, Suzuki from the right side. So with 2 lefties on the mound, both managers going with heavy right-handed lineups. Defensively for San Diego, let's look at their defensive setup. And they have, around the outfield, Renfroe, Margot, and Reyes. Around the infield, Machado, Tatis, Kinsler, and Myers. Austin Hedges, the catcher, and Lucasi, the pitcher. On the replay, Lucasi has had 11 starts. He's 6-2 with a 2.78 ERA. 64 2/3 innings, only 43 hits allowed, 25 runs, 20 earned, 15 walks, and 61 strikeouts. All right, this game was played June the 6th on a Thursday night in San Diego. Joey Lucasi finishing up the warm-up tosses. And leading things off will be Trey Turner for the Padres. For Washington, rather. And, of course, Turner was a former Padre. Big trade with 3-way trade with Tampa, San Diego, and Washington to get Trey Turner to Washington. Turner's going to lead things off. He's hitting .258. 4 homers and 13 driven in. Game 62. Which means after this one, of course, a magic 100 left. So I want to get them done offline. I can get them done quicker and get this going more towards some light at the end of the tunnel of finishing. Lucasi to Turner. 2-1. Hit by pitch. He's a 4, but he's a -6, so no hit by pitch. Go to Turner, 6-5. He grounds it to third. And Machado is there, 1 away. So Turner is out of there. And now I think everything's straight so I can sit down. And due up next for Washington, it'll be right fielder Victor Robles as they give Eaton the game off against the lefty. Robles in right field hitting .210, 6 homers, 27 driven in. 6-5, that's ball 1. So we go back to Lucasi. 5-2 against a right-hander, that's a blank. Go to Robles. 2-3, question mark 7 against a lefty, goes up to 14. That's a 12. That's a triple to left field for Victor Robles. A triple for Victor Robles. How about that? A one-out triple. And now Washington threatening to score here in the first. Padres will bring the infield in. They don't want to give up a cheap run. No strategy roll needed because Lucasi doesn't have any kind of a pickoff chance or anything. Rendon's batting, .278, 10 homers, 30 driven in. Infield is in. 4-3, that's a strikeout chance, and he gets Rendon, so that's a big strikeout there. Out number 2. And now it's going to be up to Juan Soto if Washington's going to score. Soto, .261, 14 homers, 42 driven in. 4-1, range play. Infield is, of course, back to normal with 2 outs. So a range play on Soto's card. 4-5, that's a question mark 9. The D20, first of all, is going to be used here to see if it's a catch or a hit. Question mark 9 goes up through a 15, but that's a 17. So it will be a fly to right, assuming the range play is secured. However, for the Padres, Reyes, the right fielder, Franmil Reyes, the Franimal, his range is only a 1. So not a good chance to catch this, but there is a chance. And it's not going to happen. Let's see if it's a single or a double. It will actually be a double for Juan Soto. So he doubles to right field as Reyes was unable to get to it. And Robles trots home easily. Washington leads it 1-0. As they break through first. Here is Howie Kendrick hitting .310, 9 homers, 34 driven in. Lucasi, 2-3, strikeout plus, got him. And that's going to end the inning. So for the Washington, 1 run on 2 hits, no errors and a man left. We go to the bottom of the first. Washington 1, San Diego coming to bat. And we'll get the numbers on Patrick Corbin and set the Padre lineup as well. So Patrick Corbin on the season has had 12 starts. He's 6-2 with a 3.82 ERA, 73 innings pitched, 66 hits, 34 runs, 31 earned, 24 walks, 76 strikeouts. For the Padres, Tatis leads off, followed by Myers, Machado, Reyes, Renfroe, Kinsler, Hedges. Lucasi, the pitcher, will bat 8th, and then Manuel Margot in center will bat 9th. So San Diego manager going with that dreaded pitcher batting 8th routine. I say dreaded because it can be a scoring nightmare sometimes in National League games when they do that, because most score sheets, the number 9 position is the one that has extra room. Usually don't count for that on number 8, but hey, it's just the way it goes. They feel like it's some sort of a mystical advantage, so do whatever floats their boat, I guess. All right, so Patrick Corbin against Fernando Tatis. Tatis hitting .275, 8 homers, 20 driven in. 3-6, that's a range play at Petco. Tatis, 4-6. That's a home run to center field. It is a range check first to see if it's a home run check. He's a 16. That's a 7. There is no other range check. That's just a straight home run for Fernando Tatis. He starts off the bottom of the first with a home run, and just like that, we are tied at a run apiece. So Corbin tried to groove one early and get ahead, and Tatis made him pay for it. And when you do a range play, when it's a home run, you don't worry about a range play, obviously. After that, it's all over. Bring up Will Myers hitting a .190, 5 homers, 15 driven in. Corbin 6-4, and that's a straight-up home run chance. He's a 16. That's a 1. It is back-to-back jacks. So how about that? Corbin getting a rough start, back-to-back homers out of Tatis and Meyer. And now you got Machado. and his 32 home runs. Well, on the replay so far, 8 home runs and 19 runs driven in, hitting .275. Corbin's got to avoid those home run rolls. 2-4 is a strikeout plus, but he won't get him because it's only an 8, plus the 1 is a 9, plus the 10 is a 19, but that 20 is going to take it away. No strikeout. Machado gets the swing. 4-4, and he's going to fly to center for out number 1. And that'll send us to Franmil Reyes, the right fielder, hitting .223, 14 homers, 26 driven in. 3-1 for Corbin. It's blank against a righty. Reyes, 1-4, star 2, ground ball to short. 2 down. And that brings up Hunter Renfroe, the left fielder. He is hitting .157, but he does have 10 homers with 27 driven in. Corbin, 2-1, possible error on a throw. 2-2 is a pop to short, and that's going to end the inning as Turner puts it away. But the Padres, 2 runs, 2 solo homers to lead off the game. And at the end of 1, it's San Diego 2 and Washington 1. Now it's up to Washington to get some momentum back after those 2 solo homers. Hunter Dozier, not Hunter Dozier, I don't know where I got Hunter Dozier from. He plays for Kansas City. Brian Dozier, hitting .275, 7 homers and 20 driven in. 2-1 is a hit by pitch, and 6 minus the 6, that takes away the hit by pitch. Dozier will swing, 1-1, he singles to right field. Leadoff single for Brian Dozier. He's got an attempt of 1. See if he can get a jump. He cannot. It's a 20 though, but there's nothing going on in Lucasi, so nothing to worry about there. Here's Yan Gomes, .252, 4 homers, 16 driven in. 2-5, strikeout chance, 8. Matches exactly, plus the 1 even gives him a cushion, and it's a strikeout. Strikeout number 2 for Lucasi. And now it brings us to Michael Taylor, getting a rare start in center field as Robles has moved to right. Again, 1 is the only thing it can steal with, and that didn't happen. Lucasi to Taylor, 3-4. That's a potential wild pitch. That's a 2. It will be a wild pitch. So Dozier didn't have to steal. He just waited for the wild pitch. Gets him into scoring position. This time nothing happened. Lucasi to Taylor. 1-6, possible error. 3-1, single to center field. That's a 6. Margot's only a 1, so no error. But let's see if the run can score. On a single to center, you gain 2 to your base running rating when you're at second base. Dozier is a 5. It makes him a 7. So he will score without a throw. And that wild pitch just cost him a run. And we're going to tie a game. Just that quickly, we're all tied up at 2 apiece. Now Corbin the batter, but Taylor has a chance to get a jump with a 6. And he cannot. So now Corbin is up. And with 1 out already, they may not want to have him bunt. So I think they're going to let him just swing away. Lucasi, 4-5, and that is a strikeout plus, so we got him. So even if he was trying to bunt, he would have struck out with that strikeout plus. So now there's 2 outs. Taylor still at first. This time he does get a jump. He's a 1. He's a 6, and that's a 1. So his stolen base is a 20. And -2 from Lucasi is an 18. -1 from Hedges is a 17. 1-17, he steals it. 20, he's out of there. Caught stealing. Michael Taylor got caught. And Kinsler put on the tag to end the inning. How about that? Thought he had a sure thing. But Padres had other ideas. Turner will lead off the next inning as he was at bat during that caught stealing. For the Nationals, 1 run on 2 hits. No errors and nobody left. We go to the bottom of the second, tied at 2. Here at Petco. Corbin back out. We'll be facing Ian Kinsler to lead it off for the Padres. Kinsler hitting a $163, 4 homers and 13 driven in. 4-3 for Corbin, and that's another home run question mark. 1-17, that passes. So we go to Kinsler, a 1-9, and Kinsler will go deep. And he does. So how about that? A third home run given up by Corbin in this game. And it's not like Petco Park is a home run haven or anything. It's just Corbin's catching some bad rolls. So now here's Austin Hedges hitting a $174. 7 home runs, 19 driven in. Corbin 4-5. That is a blank to a right-hander. Go to Hedges. 3-3. Fly to left. 1 away. And that will send up the pitcher, Joey Lucasi. Remember, he is batting 8th in this game. Lucasi, on the season replay, is hitting an even 200, 3 for 15. On the real season, he hit .063. He's way ahead of schedule there. 6-2 strikeout plus, and he will go down on strikes. Brings up Manuel Margot, center fielder, number 9 hitter, hitting .220, 3 homers and 10 driven in. Corbin, 2-1, possible error on a throw. 6-2, single pass short. Single to short. And I know there's something on the new boards about error on a single and a throw on a single, but I'm still using the old ones for now. So let's see here. Failed error. Failed error check on a throw on the S6. Infield throw 1. So it says infield single with 1 extra base advancement on a bad throw. So that's pretty self-explanatory. Margot singles and will take second on the throw by, or the bad throw, I should say, by Trey Turner. So Margot is at second base with 2 outs. For Fernando Tatis. Strategy roll, nothing happening. Corbin to Tatis. 6-3, strikeout plus, and he got him to end the inning. So at the end of 2, score is 3-2 Padres. And for San Diego, that inning, 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 left. So go to the third, 3-2 San Diego. And Trey Turner will lead it off. He was at the plate when Michael Taylor was caught stealing. So he will lead off against Lucasi. San Diego 3, Washington 2, top of the third. Just underway in the top of the third. Trey Turner against Lucasi. 2-1, hit by pitch. He's been trying to hit guys all along, but the numbers don't add up on it. So kind of strange he would even have a hit by the pitch rating when he's a -6. Not sure why it's there. I'm sure it's there for a reason. Don't understand, but I don't understand it's not my job to understand the mechanics of the ratings. My job is just to enjoy the game. All right, here's Trey Turner. Lucasi, 5-5 on Turner's a fly to right. 1 down. And that'll bring up Victor Robles. Tripled his first time up and then scored on the double by Soto. Lucasi, 3-6 is a walk plus, and that'll be a 1-out walk to Robles, and he's certainly capable of getting a good jump. He's got a 5, but he can't do it, so he will stay put. And that'll bring up Anthony Rendon. Padres looking to turn 2. 3-5. That is a range play at Petco Park. 6-6. That's a blank. So we're going to the rare play chart with a runner at first base. Haven't had a rare play in a few of these games, so I got to pull this replay baseball rare playbook out. Go back to that. Roll 2 D6s. We get an 11. So runner on first, rare play, and an 11, and it's done by outs, which there's 1 out. So we're over here 11 and a 1 out. High pop fly toward third base railing. Third baseman circles under the ball as it drifts towards the seats. Roll one die against third baseman's defensive rating. The die is higher, or in our case, we reverse it because of the way the ratings are done. So in our case, if the die is lower, in other words, if the D6 is less than the range rating on his card, he will make the catch. If it's not, then it'll be in the crowd for a foul ball. Now, what it says here, option, add 1 to the visitor's defensive rating and subtract 1 from the home player's defensive rating. That seems weird. That seems almost backwards. Oh, because the things are backwards. So you would actually add 1 to the defensive rating if I wanted to do that. Third baseman is Machado. He's a 3. Since he's at home, we're going to give him the 4, give him an extra rating. So if he rolls 1 through 4, he catches this ball. 5 or 6, it's in the seats for a foul ball. And he makes the catch. So Machado leans in on the railing and makes the catch. Fan gets out of the way. And it'll be a foul out to Machado for out number 2. And that'll send us to Juan Soto. Had that big RBI double his first chance. Robles, 5. That will get him a chance to steal. He steals at a 15. -2, -1 is a 12. 1 to 12 if they want to try it. I think they will. They want to get him in scoring position for Soto. So they'll take the chance. 1 to 12, he steals it. And he does, barely, around the number. But he slides in under the tag. Stolen base for Victor Robles. He is now in scoring position for Juan Soto. Lucasi 1-1 strikeout chance. Too high for that. We go to Soto. 4-3. It's a ground ball to second. The inning's over. So the stolen base doesn't amount to anything. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left. We go to the bottom of the third. Still 3-2 Padres here at Petco. And Will Myers will be leading things off against Patrick Corbin. And Corbin will be facing Myers, Machado, and Reyes. And of course, this is the part of the order in the start of the game that gave him all those troubles with home runs. See if he can avoid that. Not give up any more long balls. Corbin, 3-1. Blank to a righty. Myers, 3-5. And that's a ground ball to third. 1 away. Takes us to Manny Machado. 6-6 walk plus. That will be a 1-out walk issued to Machado. And Machado has an attempt of 1. But nothing happening. Here's Franmil Reyes. 1-5 range play. 2-5 fly to right field. Checking the range of Robles. He is a 4. 1-4 and Robles will make the catch. And he does. And that's one where Eaton's a 3 range. So if Eaton was out there, that would have dropped for a hit. But with Robles, who's basically a center fielder out there playing right field, he makes the catch. So by having Taylor in center, it kind of hurts their defense, or hurts their offense, but it helps their defense by having Robles move over to right field. So 2 down, and that'll bring up Hunter Renfroe. Nothing on the strat. Corbin, 1-4. Double question mark against right-handers. 1 to 9's an out. That's a 6. So it will be an out, just a matter what kind. And it will be a grounder to short to end the inning. So much easier time for Corbin in this inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left. We go to the 4th. It is 3-2 Padres. Lucasi back out, and he'll be facing Kendrick, Dozier, and Gomes here in the top of the 4th. 3-2 Padres. Kendrick struck out his first chance. Doesn't strike out often, but hit that plus. That happens to you. 5-4. That's a double question mark. Right-hander 1-7 is an out. That's a 19, so it's a blank. Go to Kendrick, 5-2, and he flies to right field. One away. And that will send up Dozier. He singled, went to second on a wild pitch, and scored on the Taylor single. 5-4 from Lucasi. Again, a double question mark. 1-7's an out, but that's a 17, so Dozier will swing. 1-3, flies to left. 2 down. So 2 up and 2 down for Yan Gomes. He struck out his first chance. 2-2, and that's a strikeout chance. 17, though, is too much. Go to Gomes, 3-4, fly to center field. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Lucasi, as he gets Washington batters to fly out to each outfield position, one at a time. And it's an easy bottom of the fourth. So we go to or easy top of the fourth. Go to the bottom of the fourth, still 3-2. Kinsler will lead it off, and he homered his first chance, as Corbin was giving up those 3 solo dingers. 3-4, that's a range play. We're going to Kinsler. 2-2, ground ball to short, so Turner's range is a 3. And he gets to it, so Turner takes care of Kinsler. 1 down. And that'll send us to Austin Hedges. Corbin 1-1, strikeout plus, got him. 2 down. And that'll send us to the pitcher, Joey Lucasi, batting in the 8th position. He struck out his first chance. Corbin 6-3, strikeout plus, got him again. Easy 1-2-3 inning for Corbin. And at the end of 4, it's still 3-2 Padres. On the first of a 4-game set here at Petco Park. Then on the way home to the East Coast, Washington will stop off in Chicago to face the White Sox in a return match of the previous interleague play. This time at U.S. Cellular Field in Chicago. All right, Michael Taylor leads it off. He singled and was caught stealing his first chance. 1-6, possible error. 5-5, grounder back to the pitcher Lucasi. He's a 12. That's an 8, so Lucasi's going to boot it. E1. And first error on the Padres. And it puts Taylor on base. His attempt again is a 6. And it's a 1, so he's going to try it again. The odds are with him. He just had a bad roll last time. So it's a 1-17. We've already calculated that. 1-17 to steal it. And he does, and it's a possible throwing error on Hedges. Hedges is a 20, so it's an automatic throwing error. So not only will Taylor steal second base, he will go to third on the throw, and that's the second Padre error of the inning. So he steals second and goes to third on the throw because Hedges, his defensive rating, his error rating is a 20. So he's going to commit an error every time. So there you go. So now Taylor is at third with nobody out. And now the wheels are turning in the Padre dugout. Do they play the they're going to play the infield in. I guess they kind of have to against Corbin. 6-4, that's a possible error on a ground ball. 5-5 is a question mark 7. Up to a 14's a hit. That's a 13. That's a double for Patrick Corbin. So how about that? Corbin doubles. And that gives Washington their third run to tie the game at 3 apiece. So Michael Taylor made it happen on the bases. And Corbin hitting that double. Unusual, but he did it. It's the way it goes. Hit those rare rolls. Here's Turner, 1-2, blank to a righty. Turner, 2-6, star 4, ground ball to second. And that'll move Corbin to third base with only one out. The infield will again have to come in for Victor Robles. 3-4. That's a potential wild pitch, but 17 is too much, so it's blocked by Hedges. That saves a run, at least temporarily. Lucasi will try again. 6-1 is an automatic out on the star line. And the out is a 2, which is a fly to center. Is it a sacrifice fly? Sacrifice fly rating for Robles is a 2. Nope, won't get it done. And now you got to depend on Corbin, and his base run rating's a 1. So the only way he scores is on a 1. And he does not. So not deep enough. Any kind of a faster runner out there that would have been a run scored, but you have the pitcher out there. It's just the way it works. Here's Rendon. Still have a chance to score the run with Rendon. Lucasi, 6-1. Not now. It's an automatic out. And it's going to be ground ball to second. So Lucasi pitched out of the rest of that mess. The run is considered earned, though, because you can't assume that he would have thrown Taylor out trying to steal. If it's no error, he's still at second, he would have scored on the double. So the run is earned. One run on one hit. There were 2 errors in the inning. Actually, it was unearned because he got to base. He got there on the E1, so my bad. It was unearned. And let's see, 1 left. So we go to the bottom of the 5th, tied at 3. Let's get this put in. Okay, Corbin back out now. 3-3 game, bottom of the 5th. He'll be facing Margot, the number 9 hitter, followed by Tatis and Myers. Margot singled and reached on an error by Trey Turner, or went to second on a Trey Turner error, but then was stranded there. Corbin, 6-3, strikeout plus, got him. Corbin has picked up the pace on these strikeouts. He's struck out 3 in a row now. And back to the top of the order for Fernando Tatis. 4-2, he's not tired, so there's no single there. Tatis, 2-6. Against a lefty, that's a split chance. He's going to single. So it's base hit by Tatis. And he's going to attempt a 4 to get a jump. No jump, so he stays put. Here's Will Myers. 3-6, that's a range play at the Petco. 1-6, that's a single to center field. The range of Taylor, he's only a 2. And he can't get to it. That time, having Taylor hurt them because Robles, had he been in center, he would have made that catch. But what are you going to do? So it's an S8 is what it turns into. And we look at the base running advancement. On an S8 to get to third, from first to third, on an S8, you lose 1. So Tatis is a 5, drops to a 4. No arm from Taylor. So 1-4, and he will make it to third base. And he does. And with a 1 there, Myers has a chance to move up. If we roll a 1 or a 2, his base running rating will beat that. He does not, though. He stays put at first base. So Tatis goes to third on that single. Runners are at the corners with 1 out, and Will Myers attempt a 4. But nothing happening. So here's Machado. And Corbin would love to get a double play right here. And he is a double play candidate. He's a 3. So that would go a long ways to getting out of the inning. Corbin needs the ground ball. 1-3 is the ballpark card going to Petco. 2-6, that's a question mark 9. Up to a 13 is a hit. That's a 20, so it's a fly to right. That is a fly to right field. Is it a sacrifice fly? His sacrifice fly rating is a 1. It is not on that. But Tatis at third base is a 5, so unless this is a 6. Well, he's actually going to be a 4 because Robles is a -1. So 1 through 4, he will tag up and score. And he does. Sacrifice fly by Machado, and the Padres reclaim the lead 4-3. And now that sends up Franmil Reyes with Myers at first. Let's see if Myers can get a jump. He's got an attempt of 4. Nope, no jump. Here's Reyes with 2 outs and a runner at first. Corbin 2-1, possible error on a throw. Reyes 6-5, question mark 8. Up through a 12 is a hit. That's a 2. It's a single. Single goes to center field. To get from first to third on a single to center, you lose 1 off the base running rating. So Myers, or actually, I'm sorry, yeah, Myers is a 3, so you lose 1, makes him a 2. But there are 2 outs that brings him back to a 3. Taylor has no arm. So 1-3. And it can't be an error because it's an even number, so Taylor won't make the error there. But it's a 1-3. He will get to third base. And he does. So he gets to third base, puts runners at the corners. Runners are at the corners for Hunter Renfroe. Hunter Renfroe. Hunter Renfroe will be up, and Reyes is not going to try to go anywhere. Well, we were all for pickoff. My bad. No pickoff there. Corbin to Renfroe, 2-5. That's a ballpark card. Going to Petco. 1-3. It's a single plus to right field. That'll score another run as Myers will score. Reyes will take third automatically. Now Reyes has a chance, or Renfroe has a chance to stretch this. He's a 2. -1 from Robles is a 1. So a 1, he stretches it. 2 through 5, he holds. 6, he's out trying. He's going to have to hold with the single. So runners are at the corners again, but an RBI single off the bat of Hunter Renfroe. And the Padres now lead it 5-3. And Corbin may not be around much longer. Renfroe attempt of 1. But nothing happening. Brings up Kinsler, who's already homered in the game. Corbin 2-3, blank. Move on to Kinsler. 2-1, grounded to first, and the inning's over. But San Diego scores 2 runs to take a 5-3 lead. It was 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 2 left. After 5 complete, it is San Diego 5 and Washington 3. And neither pitcher pitching stellar, but Lucasi is a little bit better. Here's Soto. He will lead things off. Soto is doubled and grounded to second. Lucasi 6-6. It's an automatic out. And the automatic out will be a fly to left. 1 away. Soto is gone. That brings up Kendrick. He's 0 for 2. 5-1. Ballpark card going back to Petco Park for Kendrick's at bat. 1-1 is a ground ball to second. That's 2 down. So 2 away, and that brings up Dozier. 4-4. That's a range play. Dozier's card, 1-6, ground ball to third. Range of Machado is a 3. And he can't get to it. It's a single or a double. It's a double, so he doubles down the line, does Dozier. 2-out double. And now it's all up to Gomes to get the base hit to drive him in. 5-4, double question mark. Right-hander 1-7 is automatic out. That's a 6, so it will be an automatic out. And it will be a ground ball to third. This time Machado does get to it. And the inning is over. So no runs, a hit, no errors, and a man left for Washington. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Still 5-3. Favor of the Padres. Now, Corbin is set to bat second next inning. So let's see if they can try to get him through this inning. He can face 24 batters. Right now, he has faced 24. So he is going to be tired. He's going to be tired when first batter he faces. He's tired, but they're going to try to see if they can't milk one more inning out of him. But if he hits a fatigue roll, he's got to come out. Hedges the batter. 2-1, possible error on a throw. Hedges 2-5, ground ball to short, but that's a 14, so no throwing error by Turner. And there's one away. And I'll bring up the pitcher, Lucasi. 3-1, strikeout plus against the lefty, so that's third strikeout. And not surprising, Lucasi has struck out all 3 times. So I'll bring up the number 9, hitter Margot. 1-3, ballpark card going to St. Petco Park. 5-2, that's a star 6, a fly to right to end the inning. So that's going to do it for Corbin. He's going to go his 6 innings and give up 5 runs, all of which were earned in those 6 innings. He's given up 8 hits. He ends up walking 1. And, well, let's do better than that. Let's go to the box score so I can know for sure. That way I'm not wasting time trying to add it up. All right, Corbin, 6 innings pitched, 8 hits, 5 runs, 1 walk, and 6 strikeouts. So that's going to close the day for Corbin. For Lucasi, he can face 23 batters. So we'll see how far he is along. He may need to be coming out as well, which means I probably should have pinch hit for him if he was supposed to come out. But he's got a lead, 6-3, so I think I'm going to leave him in there at least for a batter or 2. Let's see, he has faced 18, 21. He's faced 25 batters, so he's definitely tired. But they're going to try to get him through this inning as well. Michael Taylor, the first one for him to face, and then it'll be a pinch hitter for the Padres after this. I'm sorry, for Washington. So Taylor, he singled and reached on an error. 1-1 is a strikeout, and Taylor goes down on strikes. 1 away. And then I'll bring up a pinch hitter for Washington. We'll go to the bench. See who they have available. They have Adams, Eaton, and Parra from the left side, or Kurt Suzuki from the right side. And it looks like they're going to go to Kurt Suzuki. Their lone right-hander. It'll be Kurt Suzuki. He will be on to pinch hit. And on the replay, Suzuki is hitting .321, 4 homers, and 19 driven in. 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the 7th. Suzuki facing Lucasi. Padres still lead it 5-3. 1-5, strikeout chance. 7, got him. He's a 6 plus the 1, got him. 2 down. So Suzuki strikes out in the pinch. And we're back to the top of the order in Trey Turner. Lucasi to Turner, 4-6, strikeout chance. Got him. It's going to end the inning. So Lucasi finishing in style, striking out the side. He's going to go 7 innings. Quite impressive. Strack Computer is now telling me he's tired, but I think that's kind of a moot point at this point. Javi Guerra will be the new pitcher for the Nationals, and we'll get the totals on Lucasi for the ball game. He went 7 innings, gives up 6 hits, 3 runs, 2 were earned. He walked 1 and struck out 7. And, of course, he could improve to 7-2 with a victory. So, right now, 7th inning stretch time. Do you take me out to the ball games? 5-3 the score. Nationals will be going to Javi Guerra out of their bullpen. And he'll be facing the top of the order, Tatis, Myers, and Machado. Javi Guerra is on. And let's look at the numbers on Guerra. On the replay, Guerra is, let's see here. Actually, I don't have the numbers on Guerra, my bad. Computer doesn't show him, so apparently I haven't pitched him in a while. Since I picked him up, I haven't put him in the computer. So, according to what it's saying here, it's not giving me any replay stats for him for some strange reason. I know I've used him, but oh well, we'll worry about it later. Tatis, the batter, as Guerra is now the one on. Maybe I just haven't used him in a while. Maybe that's what it is. So here is Tatis. 1-1 from Guerra as a strikeout chance, and 10 gets him. So he struck him out, and that will send up Will Myers. Guerra, 2-4, blank to a righty. 3-3, it's a single pass short for Will Myers. One out single. Myers with an attempt of 4, -1 from Guerra for the 3. Yeah, but there's no jump there. So now we take it over to Manny Machado. Guerra to Machado, 5-6. Strikeout chance, 8 will get him. That's 2 down. And now that takes us to Fernando Reyes. Roll for the havoc, nothing happening. Guerra to Reyes, 6-4. That's a walk plus chance, so Reyes will draw the base on balls. Puts 2 on with 2 outs. And brings up Hunter Renfroe. Hunter Renfroe, the batter. No strategy roll this time. Guerra, 6-1, blank. We go to Renfroe. 3-3, fly to left, and that's going to end the inning. And that's going to probably do it for Guerra. He's faced 5 batters. He can face 6. So I think that's a one and done for Guerra. He goes 1 inning, gives up a hit, and a walk and 2 strikeouts, no runs. So we go to the 8th. It's still 5-3. Padres over Washington. And now we need a new pitcher, and we might see a double switch for the Padres. As Fernando Reyes is not a very good defensive outfielder, so they're going to have their new pitcher come in and bat cleanup, and the new right fielder is going to bat in the 8th position. So looking at their bench, let's see who they have to play right field. Actually, what they're going to do is they're going to bring, let's see what they want to do with this. They're going to bring in Josh Naylor. So Josh Naylor is going to come on to play right field, and he will bat in the number 8 position. And new pitcher, figure out who that's going to be. Let's look at their bullpen and figure out who it's going to be. Pitcher will come in and bat in that 5th position, or actually the cleanup position. So Naylor is on to play right field. And the new Padre pitcher, let's see, we got Robles coming up. We got Robles, Rendon, and Soto, so 2 righties. And they only have 1 lefty in the bullpen anyway. So they're going to go to former National Craig Stammen. He will be on to pitch, and he will bat in that cleanup position. So Craig Stammen, new pitcher, in the 8th inning. All right. So now Reyes is no longer there. It is Naylor. So we've put in the Josh Naylor's defensive ratings. He is a 2, 12, and a +1. So Naylor will come in and bat in the 9th position, or actually in the 8th position. And the pitcher will now bat in the cleanup position. Guerra's done. And we go search for Craig Stammen, and there he is. So Craig Stammen is there to pitch the 8th. That's his job, to pitch the 8th. And Victor Robles will be the first one to test him out. And on the replay, Stammen checks in. Well, something's wrong with his computer. I must have it set up where it's not showing replay stats for some reason. I don't know why, but it's not. So I don't know why it's doing that. Don't know why the computer wants to. I must have clicked something on there that says don't show the stats. So I don't know. We'll drive on otherwise. So Stammen to face Robles to start things off. 6-3, that's a strikeout chance. 13 is too much, so Robles gets to swing. 5-2, he singles to right field. So Victor Robles with a nice start, getting a base hit. Now down, it's only 5-3, so strategy rolls are definitely still in play. His attempt is a 5, -1's a 4. And that's a 5, possible hit and run. And I think they will with Rendon because he doesn't strike out very often at all. So there will be a hit and run coming up. Stammen 3-4. And that's a straight up home run chance for Rendon. He gets cut in half on the hit and run, so his 13 drops to a 6.5. You reduce that down to a 6. But that's a 4. So Rendon's still going to hit the home run. Even though it was a hit and run, he still hits the home run off of Craig Stammen. And we are tied at 5 just that quickly. And poor Joey Lucasi gets a no decision. And Patrick Corbin gets off the hook. So Rendon, home run number 11, RBIs 31 and 32. We are tied at 5 here in the top of the 8th. And Juan Soto, the batter now. Stammen's in deep trouble. 3-3, that's a range play. 4-1, and that's a ground ball to first. Range of Myers is a 3. And he can't get it. It's a single or a double. It's a single. So, Soto with the single. And that'll bring up Howie Kendrick. Soto attempt of 1, but -1 from Stammen means no attempt. Here's Kendrick. 1-1, strikeout chance, and he got him. 1 away. Now Stammen is tired. So the question is, do you keep him going? I think they're going to let him keep trying. Against Dozier, 6-2, strikeout chance, 8 got him. So Stammen comes back with 2 strikeouts. And now he's got to deal with Yan Gomes. 4-4, that's a strikeout plus, got him. So he comes back and strikes out the side after a rough start. But damage done for the Padres on the 2-run homer. I'm sorry, for Washington on 2-run homer by Rendon. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. We go to the bottom of the 8th, tied at 5. And we need a new pitcher for Washington as well. And it'll be for the Padres, it'll be Kinsler, Hedges, and Naylor due up. And for Washington, let's look at their bullpen, see who they might want to go to. They are going to turn to Wander Suero. So Wander Suero will be coming on. Wander Suero. Any double switch? No. Suero is just going to pitch the 8th. Suero is on. And he's facing Kinsler, Hedges, and Naylor. 6-6 on Suero. He's not tired, so there's no single. 3-5 for Kinsler is a ground ball to second. 1 away. And that'll send us to Austin Hedges. 1-3, that's the ballpark card, going to Petco Park. 3-2, that's a blank, so we're going to the rare play chart with the bases empty. 2D6 roll is a 10, and there's 1 out. So bases empty. Bases empty, rare play, and a 10 with 1 out. Base on balls. Batter takes first on a walk. Pitcher then makes a good pickoff move to first base, but the throw is low. Roll against the pitcher's error rating. So let's see here. If it's higher, charge the pitcher with an error. In our case, it would be lower. But Wander Suero has no error rating, so that becomes, all this becomes moot. Let's see here. Well, wait a minute, maybe not. If the roll is not higher, roll one die against pitcher's hold rating. And let's see here. So his hold rating is a +1. So I think we're not really don't really use hold ratings in this game. So not going to worry about a pickoff here. Just going to play it, just going to reboot it because that particular result just doesn't fit doesn't cross over to this game very well. So we'll reboot again. Suero 4-4, ball 1. 3-2, potential walk, and that will be a walk. So 1-out walk to Hedges. And that will send up Josh Naylor, his first at bat since coming into the game on a double switch. Naylor facing Suero. Strategy roll, nothing happening. 5-2, hit by pitch chance, but he's a 0, so nothing happening there. Naylor swings 1-1. He flies to right field for out number 2. And that'll send up Manuel Margot. See what he can do. Strategy roll, a 1. But I don't know if Hedges... Yeah, Hedges can... No, he can't because he's only hit and run. All right. So Margot will swing. Suero, 4-1's a walk plus, and that puts 2 runners on. And now Suero is tired. With Tatis coming up, do you let him face Tatis when he's tired, or do you bring in another arm? I think with 2 outs, and they're going to try to have Suero get out of the inning, if at all possible. So let's see what they do with Tatis. Strategy roll first. Nothing happening. Suero to Tatis. 5-3. That's a strikeout chance. 12 got him. So he stuck with Suero and it paid off. Nothing for the Padres. No runs. No hits. No errors and 2 left on the 2 walks. We go to the 9th tied at 5. Tied at 5, and we'll need a new pitcher for San Diego. As Stammen's day is done, and so is Suero. So both pitchers are gone. For the Nationals, Taylor will lead it off, followed by the pitcher spot, pinch hitter for the pitcher, and then Turner. So we're looking mostly right-handers. So they're going to go to, well, there's no save situation anymore, so you might as well go with Kirby Yates because you can't get the save anymore when you're the home team in this situation. So Kirby Yates will be coming on, looking to keep the score right where it is. Yates is in, and he'll be facing Michael Taylor. So Kirby Yates to Taylor, and then a pinch hitter, and the pinch hitter is going to be Gerardo Parra. Or is it going to be Matt Adams? Actually, it's going to be Matt Adams to pinch hit. So Matt Adams will pinch hit after Taylor. Here in the 9th. First things first, it is Michael Taylor. Or do you take Taylor out? You know what? Taylor's not going to hit. They're going to have Adam Eaton hit. Adam Eaton's going to pinch hit for Taylor. And he'll stay in the game, play right field. And then they'll shift Robles back to center. So 2 pinch hitters coming up. First one's going to be Eaton. And then it's going to be Adams. So let's bring Eaton into the game. Adam Eaton is replacing Taylor. And Eaton facing Yates. Top of the 9th, tied at 5. 1-5, possible error. 4-3, Against the right-hander, it's a grounder to short. That's a 13. Tatis is a 13. That's an error on Tatis. E6. His second error of the game, I do believe. If I'm not mistaken. Because there was an error. No, I'm sorry. It's his first error of the game. Third error by the Padres in the game. So a big error there puts a fast runner in Eaton on the bases. He will see if he can get a jump. He's a 2 plus the 1 for a 3. Oh, he just missed a 3 chance. He's going to have to hold. So he will hold there, and Matt Adams, the pinch hitter, coming up. See what he can do. Let's bring in Matt Adams. Needs to avoid the double play. That's the big thing. Not hit into a double play. That's got to be his focus. 6-2, wild pitch chance, 12. That will be a wild pitch. That takes a double play away right away. So wild pitch by their closer, Yates, and that takes a double play out of order altogether. Yates to Adams, 6-3 is a strikeout plus, got him, but the runner did move up in scoring position. Now for Trey Turner. Only man left on the bench for Washington is Gerardo Parra. He's the only pinch hitter still left. But Trey Turner is up with 1 out and a runner in scoring position, a fast runner in Eaton in scoring position. Yates, 3-1, strikeout plus, and he got him. 8 plus the 1 from the stadium is a 9 plus the 10, 19, and he got him. So Trey Turner down on strikes. As Yates trying to pitch out of this mess. Here's Victor Robles. Victor Robles. Yates, 5-4, another strikeout plus, and he got him. So Yates comes back and strikes out the side to take care of business. And we're going to the bottom of the 9th, tied at 5. So Kirby Yates solidly doing the job. He goes his 1 inning. Stammen went 1 inning and gave up 2 runs on 3 hits. Although he did strike out the side. But Yates gives up no hits and strikes out the side. Did throw a wild pitch, but that's kind of irrelevant. So we go to the bottom of the 9th. And we need a new pitcher for Washington. Due up for San Diego. Myers, Machado, and a pinch hitter for Yates, who is left-handed because that's all he got left on the bench. So they still got a couple of right-handers coming up, so I think they're going to still go the way of the righty, but maybe not. Actually, they're going to go to, tough choice. They're going to go to Tony Sipp. Tony Sipp, the lefty, is coming on. Tony Sipp. He will be on to pitch. Eaton goes in the game to play right field, and Robles moves over from right to center. All right, Will Myers to lead it off against Tony Sipp. Closed the book on Suero. He went 1 inning and walked 2, struck out 1, but gave up no hits or runs. So bottom of the 9th, tied at 5. Myers to Sipp. 3-5, that is a blank. We go to Will Myers' card. Whoops, Suedice, we'll try again. 5-4, that is a single past third base. So Will Myers, his 4th hit, he is 4 for 5. He's solidly getting it done. 4 for an attempt, -1's a 3 for an attempt. And he gets the attempt to steal. 14. Gomes a -1's a 13. Do they want to try it with a 13? They will. They want to be aggressive. 1 to 13, he steals it. And he got caught stealing. Boy, take a chance, and sometimes it works, and sometimes it don't, as they say. But Gomes fires down to Dozier, and they apply the tag for the out. Here's Manny Machado. Eric Hosmer has picked up a bat, and he will hit. He will hit for the pitcher, Stammen. So it's going to be Hosmer pinch hitting up next. But Sip's got to get Machado. 2-5, strikeout chance, and it's too high, so Machado gets the swing. 5-6, that's a star 1, fly to left, 2 down. And that caught stealing kind of took the starch out of the Padre faithful. And here's Hosmer. He can end the game with 1 swing of the bat, so you got to be careful about that. He's stepping up against Sip. Lefty on lefty. That's all they got left on the bench, though. His home runs are all the way down to a 2 against lefty, so not very effective. We have a 1-1, which is a walk plus, but he will walk. And that'll get a base runner on for San Diego. So Hosmer draws the pinch hit walk. And now that will send up Hunter Renfroe, the dangerous Hunter Renfroe. Reyes has been gone. Should have moved him earlier. He was out on a double switch. So the dangerous Hunter Renfroe is up, although it is only 1 for 4. Hosmer has no attempt to steal, but we will roll for Tony Sip and his potential pickoffs. But there's no 20 there. So Sip to Renfroe. 2-1, walk plus, and that will walk Renfroe. So all of a sudden, Sip can't find the strike zone. He is now tired. Actually, he was tired before that, but he's tired now for sure. And they may have to go to the pen and go to somebody else. Let's take a look. They're going to go to the pen because they don't want him facing somebody when he's tired. That S1 on the tired chart is going to be an automatic game ender. So they will go to Tanner Rainey out of the pen. Tanner Rainey in a tough spot. Needs to get that 3rd out to send us to extra frames. Tanner Rainey. And Kinsler the batter. They do have Greg Garcia on the bench if they want to pinch hit for Kinsler. In fact, I think they will. They're going to pull Kinsler and use Greg Garcia as a pinch hitter. That will leave backup catcher Austin Allen as the only bench player for the Padres. But they're going to try to end it right here. They're going to bring in Greg Garcia and pinch hit him for Kinsler and see what he can do. So Greg Garcia coming on to try to get that clutch base hit to win it. Garcia would stay in the game to play second base if it goes extra innings. Runs at first and second, roll for a pickoff for Rainey. Nothing happening. So Rainey to Garcia. 1-4. That's a hit by pitch. He's a 10 plus the 5. So Rainey comes in and hits Garcia to load the bases. Obviously not intentional. Don't want to do that to load the bases. And now had Myers not been caught stealing, they would have won the game, as it turns out. So, or at least, looks that way. You don't know how it would have played out after that, but now the bases are loaded and there's no place to put anybody. Austin Hedges is your batter. He's only a 176 hitter. They do have Austin Allen, but once you used Allen, then you wouldn't have anybody else to pinch hit for a pitcher down the road. So I think they're going to stick with Hedges. Rainey trying for a pickoff. Nothing happening. Rainey to Hedges, bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the 9th, tied at 5. 2-5 for Rainey is a walk plus, and the ball game is over. He has walked in the winning run. So Rainey comes in and hits a batter and walks a batter, and it's a walk-off walk for the Padres as they defeat Washington by the score of 6-5 on a walk-off walk. How do you like that? A walk-off walk. Now let's look at the box score. Winning pitcher is going to be Kirby Yates. He improves to 1-0. Well, actually, they're not I can't tell what the win-loss record is on this because it's not giving me their updated stats on the replay. Actually, no, I think he is 1-0. Take it back. The box score will give me the total score. So Yates, he's been getting a lot of saves. That's his first decision. He's 1-0. And the loss goes to Tony Sip. He's 0-1. And we'll get the totals for San Diego. 6 runs, 10 hits, and 3 errors. They left on 10. For Washington, 5 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. They left on 6. So, interesting game there from Petco as Tanner Rainey comes in and can't get anybody out. He hits the batter and walks in the winning run. But when you bring in a youngster with not a lot of experience, that can happen. Could have brought in Bearclaw maybe, but their bullpen is just bad. Let's just tell it like it is. So we move on. That was game 62. We move on, and offline, I'll be playing the next 3 games against the Padres. Games 63, 64, and 65. Next video will be game 66 from Chicago as Washington will take on the Chicago White Sox in a return bout in interleague play. So until next time, hope you enjoyed that presentation of Inside Pitch, and hope you enjoy playing whatever game you choose to play in your hobby, the way you choose to play it, and I will see you all down the road.